As I was saying, when I give this presentation in the past, someone will always ask me how my essentials came about. So I think it's a good place for us to start today. In order to understand that, we have to go all the way back to the very beginning of my career. As Jim said, I earned undergraduate degrees in economics and finance at a time when our nation was in a mild recession. So I'll let you guys figure out exactly when that was. However, I was determined to put my degrees to work in a new career, which basically meant I was going to sell financial services. So the job was 100% commission. The commissions were good, but in order to earn those commissions, I was going to have to convince people that were 2 and often 3 times my age what they should do with their life savings. Having no experience in doing this, there was a lot of trial and error involved, but I got pretty good at sales, and I developed an approach that helped me to be successful. After a few years of doing this, I got a little bored with my career choice, and so as I would typically do is I would go talk to my father and get some advice. After hearing my concerns, he asked me one very poignant question that has haunted my career ever since. He asked me if I stayed with it for 10 years, would I have 10 years of experience or just 2 years that I repeated 5 times? To me, the answer was clear. I needed to make a change, and so began my career in marketing. Now, just like not knowing anything about sales, I knew even less about marketing, so it was inconceivable to me how I was going to possibly advise companies how to market their products. So I reverted back to what I knew, which was selling. I was going to advise companies how to sell their products, and then I was going to learn how to use marketing tactics to help me achieve those objectives. That's a very important distinction. At least it is to me. It was profound at the time. You guys probably all understand that. True then and still true today, my primary objective is always to sell more product to more people more often for more money. And that is the philosophy that has led to the creation of my 7 essentials of effective marketing. Before I dive into those, I'll give you a few brief disclaimers first. Number 1, these are my essentials, okay? They are based on decades of experience and insights, but they are no way intended to be absolutes that are going to be applicable to everyone in this room. You may disagree with them, and that is perfectly fine. And if you do, I will share with you my contact information at the end of this presentation so we can start a dialogue around that. Now, I've been given about 35 minutes for this presentation, and I could talk for that long on every one of these essentials, but I realize that I am the last person keeping you from the open bar. So I'll spend about 5 minutes on each one of these, which will allow us to introduce a topic and dive into it a little bit, but I will be here for the rest of the evening if you want to talk and have some more questions about that. Finally, in general, these are in no particular order except for the very first one. The very first one, can I use this mouse, by the way? My very first essential to effective marketing is to get connected. It is first because it acknowledges the elephant in the room. I want to point out that I'm the only presenter today that brought a cartoon to their presentation. Everyone has to have a cartoon, right? The elephant in the room is that the CEO thinks marketers lack business credibility and are not focused enough on driving incremental growth or customer demand, while marketers feel that their strategies and campaigns do impact the business positively, even if they can't precisely quantify it or prove it. Validating this is a survey that was conducted by Fornays, which is a London-based marketing performance and management company. They interviewed more than 1,200 CEOs. And 80% of those CEOs indicated they don't trust their marketing departments, stating that they consistently fail to prove how their marketing strategies generate business growth and customer demand. Because of this lack of accountability, 64% said that they have removed critical responsibilities from their marketing departments, including product development, pricing, and channel management. This is absolutely a self-fulfilling prophecy. Management doesn't trust marketing, so it removes critical responsibilities, which only further guarantees that marketing is going to fail at driving consumer demand and business growth. In order to be effective marketers, we must first understand this disconnect, and we must accept the role that marketing has in having created it. And then we need to get connected. A traditional marketing organization often looks something like this, where you have a vice president of marketing overseeing traditional marketing functions such as advertising, brand, copy, etc. These are all very worthwhile functions, but collectively they are very narrow. And historically, they have not been very effective in delivering the results the CEO is expecting. Therefore, it's time for a new structure. Now, organizational design is not anything new. But in order to generate business growth that the CEO is expecting, we must structure our teams in a new way. We must add people to those teams who can help us with our business acumen and knowledge of the business overall. We need to get more connected to the business and become more agile. Over my career, I've had the opportunity to lead and build marketing organizations around the world. And I have developed a structure that can scale to accommodate virtually any size organization and is highly aligned, but most importantly, it is also very, very effective.